Hi, Year 4. Oof, it is time for Chapter 13. And Chapter 13 is called Good Progress. Far into the night, while the other creatures slept, Charlotte worked on her web. First, she ripped out a few of the orb lines near the center. She left the radial lines alone as they were needed for support. As she worked, her 8 legs were of great help to her, and so were her teeth. She loved to weave, and she was an expert at it. When she was finished ripping things out, her web looked something like this. A spider can produce several kinds of thread. She uses a dry, tough thread for the foundation lines, and she uses a sticky thread for the snare lines, the other ones that catch and hold insects. Charlotte decided to use her dry thread for writing the message. I wonder why she decided to use her dry thread for writing the message. No, maybe so stuff doesn't get stuck in it. Okay, never mind. If I write the word terrific with sticky thread, she thought, every bug that comes along will get stuck in it and spoil the effect. Now let's see. The first letter is T. Charlotte climbed to a point at the top left-hand side of the web. Swinging her spinnerets into position, she attached her thread and then dropped down. As she dropped, her spinning tubes went into action and she let out thread. At the bottom, she attached the thread. This formed the upright part of the letter T. Charlotte was not satisfied, however. She climbed up and made another attachment right next to the first. Then she carried the line down so that she had a double line instead of a single line. It'll show up better if I make the whole thing with double lines. She climbed back up, moving over about an inch to the left, touched her spinnerets to the web, and then carried a line across to the right, forming the top of the T. She repeated this, making a double. Her 8 legs were very busy helping. Now for the E. Charlotte got so interested in her work, she began to talk to herself, as though to cheer herself on. If you'd been sitting quietly in the barn cellar that evening, you would have heard something like this. Now for the R. Up we go. Attach, descend. Pay out line. Whoa, attach. Good. Up you go. Repeat. Attach. There was the handsome pig, and over him journeyed to see Wilbur when he was some pig, came back again now to see that he was terrific. That afternoon, when Mr. Zuckerman went to milk the cows and clean out the tie-ups, he was still thinking about what a wondrous pig he owned. "Lurvy," he called, "there's to be no more cow manure thrown into that pig pen. I have a terrific pig. I want that pig to have clean, bright straw every day for his bed. Understand?" "Yes, sir," said Lurvy. "Furthermore," said Mr. Zuckerman, "I want you to start building a crate for Wilbur. I've decided to take that pig to the county fair on September 6th. Make the crate large and paint it green with gold letters." "What will the letters say?" asked Lurvy. "They should say, 'Zuckerman's famous pig.'" Lurvy picked up a pitchfork and walked away to get some clean straw. Having such an important pig was going to be plenty of extra work. He could see that. I'm going to stop this chapter for now because, first of all, because I've got an itchy nose. And second of all, because I just want to point out how lovely it was that Charlotte was sort of telling herself to keep going and that she was doing a really good job. And I think sometimes everybody, including adults, especially right now, find it really hard to keep going when we're by ourselves or we're trying to do tasks that are super tricky. And especially at the moment when we're doing things like home learning where we don't get to see our friends and I don't get to see your work while you're doing it to tell you that it's absolutely fantastic. And sometimes it can make you feel like it's not good enough, but actually you should be very proud of yourselves. You should be as proud of yourselves as Wilbur looks in this picture and as proud of herself as Charlotte felt making this web, because you're doing an absolutely terrific job. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, Year 4, and I shall see you very soon. Bye-bye.